far as I'm concerned.
All right.
I'm a personal astrophysicist.
YouTube Live, the main podcast will start in what? About 15 minutes?
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly 15.
My son's my personal physicist.
Right? Yeah, dude, you got your own. We should have him on again sometime and talk about Dark Lives Matter.
He's going through some stuff right now.
Is he?
Yeah. Called being 21.
Right, yeah, dude. That's when you learn your life lessons. Sometimes they're rough. You get your heart broken and shit.
You know, school. School is rough. It twists you.
Yeah?
Changes one.
Did those liberal professors get their hooks into them?
I'm not going to necessarily say that, you know, but I'm not going to not disagree with you. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
College campuses right now are kind of a
Not
weird
the same
thing.
place.
Huh? I
Not
know,
the same
man.
place.
It used to just be party and sex, right? What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
I can remember as a high schooler loading up a gym bag and taking it just to walk around campus just to talk to chicks. That's a good thing about being in a college town.
Yeah.
You can go to college parties at a young age.
Yeah, this Friday night, just go down to Cherry Street.
Right?
Not that we're suggesting that to any.
We're in our fucking Bloomington Junior High School wrestling jacket, or tennis.
Hey, whatever it takes. Yeah, I'm on the team. There's some devastating.
Dude, we would
shit.
rock like fucking soldiers back then, huh? Go around insulting people for fun.
Well,
See, you know what? I think you taught us that.
it was
not a
all good
person.
nature.
You are not a good person.
Well, your dad always
Shame
did
on
say I
you.
was a bad influence. Your mom loved me, but your dad knew the truth.
I don't know. I think they both liked you.
I think I grew on your dad after
Yeah.
a while. I do. I think, you know, he might have had a soft spot for me after a while. Oh, I'm going to step out and take this real quick.
All right,
It's
cool.
my crazy mother.
Tell her I said hey.
Yeah, send my love too. Yo.
All right. Hello.
Who do you think's gonna win the vote here? I mean, we can make it. You can make a prediction right now, right?
What vote?
The who's gonna win the election for president?
I think Trump's going to win.
I think so too. You know, you get some people in front of you on Facebook for that shit, so we'll
Well,
talk
we're
about it
live,
only
so
on
be
YouTube.
careful.
No,
No,
that's a
Joe-
good way to. That's a good way to thin the flock. If you're looking to get rid of some people on Facebook,
Biden's ahead in the polls, if you believe polls. I don't think I believe the polls.
I don't either.
Jamie Harrison to have all their votes counted. People will continue to mail in ballots not knowing this. Those are the African American Policy Forum
Oh,
saying
shit.
Republicans are waging a war on voting rights. In every state, they're fighting to make it harder to vote and easier to throw out ballots. John Roberts and the other conservatives on the Supreme Court will work overtime to help them succeed in their goal of suppressing votes. Today's SCOTUS order concerning South Carolina's absentee ballot witness requirement is one such
What do you think
example.
about this?
Sadly, there will be many more.
I don't. How about this one? We'll lead off with this one instead of Jay Mecca.
And what's the? Have you got a silver that kind of like says something about the beauty of art or like something like?
Yeah, it's law.
How do we keep from getting flagged on this by talking over it? Like keep it down.
Yes, keep it low.
Yeah. We'll talk about how Steve got you this album for your first birthday,
Not my first birthday.
or for his first birthday present that he ever gave you, and the only one that I remember.
Let's see if I can schedule a show.
I bet you Dad, 'cause he was smoking them cigs, them.
He had he had tongue cancer or something.
Yeah, he loved them cigs. Man, he'd even put them up in his guitar and keep playing. You know what I'm saying? It's a damn shame. His son Wolfgang takes his place in the band now, right? How could you not know that?
I just don't.
Echo. Who is Wolfgang Van Halen?
According to Wikipedia, Wolfgang William Wolf Van Halen is an American musician who is the son of Eddie Van Halen. He is the bassist for Van Halen, having replaced Michael Anthony in 2006. He is also the former bassist for the heavy metal band Tremonti. At 29 years old, he is the youngest member of Van Halen.
You took carry that forward. You know what I mean? Just keep replacing, because that's a hell of a
But he didn't
catalog.
replace Eddie. He replaced Alex.
Yeah, the bass player. And dude, if you can play all of his stuff, hey man, more power to you.
Who's stuff?
Who's the bassist for Van Halen?
That Wolfgang guy.
No, Wolfgang is Eddie Van Halen's son.
Didn't it just say he was the bassist for Van Halen?
He replaced the bassist for Van Halen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Echo. Who was the bass player for Van Halen?
Van
Michael
Halen's
Anthony.
bassists are Eddie Van Halen,
He
Wolfgang
was,
Van
yeah,
Halen, and
right.
Michael Anthony.
Yeah, he replaced Michael Anthony. And he's just as good as like Rush's bassist.
Well, one man's opinion, I think the bass is a lot easier to play than the guitar.
Well, it's got 4 strings instead of 6. And MJ, I think the ukulele, I think it's all in one note, just like the harmonica. So it's like if you've got a good understanding of the guitar, you can definitely play a ukulele. You can probably jam on one, start your own band. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You could call your band Mike's or MJ's ukulele-ness
No, I don't play the ukulele.
and play only ska shit. You know what I'm saying? You okay, baby?
I'm not a fan of the ska. Although I did go see Real Big Fish at the Castle, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I heard that was a good show. I love you. It was Neil deGrasse Tyson's birthday yesterday.
I know.
You okay, baby? Tough getting around 13, huh? Love you. Good girl.
accepting of her situation. You know what I mean? Because she thinks she can just jump up and leave there. Yeah, and today it was her salary day, and the nurse called me and said, "Mom, she's salary." Well, I'm proving all of all myself. I was in the fucking house. You know, and then she called me because, I've been waiting on you for 20 minutes. So, Mom, what about when you waited all afternoon on you to get what you had to get done? I'm like, you can give it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear that.
And then she's like, "No, I'm not getting it all over again." I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? You deal with it now, and now everybody's got to figure out to do it.
I envy your I don't envy your situation.
And make you I do so well.
We're YouTube live, by the way.
I know. That's why I was dancing. Me and my partner after dark. We're ready for a trip to the atmosphere. To the Twilight Zone. I use my microphone. With all your mic, cause we'll be rocking like this for the rest of the night. Y'all will hear your master rap. It's sheer disaster. When we rumble. Taking no pictures. You know what I thought we should do? And maybe the lunatics can help us out. They give us some feedback. I think we should do dances. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Like, I think, no, like for example,
I don't know how to do that.
I'll turn off my phone.
Oh, yes.
There's another 5 minutes of funk.
Check this out. This is Mark Garagos, and he's at a pre-trial meeting with Chris Brown, who
No
is
shit.
a battery.
Is this new or old?
This is old.
Okay.
But he's sitting there talking to the judge, and Chris Brown tries to say something, and Garagos turns around, looks at him, and he says, "I don't dance, you don't talk."
Dude, what a great way to handle his ego.
Yes. So. You don't talk. I don't dance, you don't talk.
He's humble. What a great way to handle your,
I
Yeah.
millionaire or client with a high ego.
Yeah.
you know, hey, we talked about this, you know?
Yep. I was like, I do the talking,
Right.
you do the dancing.
It's like, you know what
This
it's
is
like?
not the dance time.
Dude, I
so
can
this
see
is the rest of
Mr.
my time.
Wallace sitting across the table. It's like, I know your ego's gonna want to say something.
Oh, it's at 58.
That's racist. He talking about him dancing.
We're gonna go with.
He's an amazing dancer,
We're
though.
gonna go with Running with the Devil instead
That's
of
what I
Jane
thought.
Beckham.
That's what I was
Is that
thinking.
good?
Right, I'm
Yeah.
feeling that. Is that from 1984?
No, that is from their very first
Diver
album,
Down?
Van Halen 1.
Van Halen 1, okay. So that's
Or it was
before,
just Van Halen. Because
yeah.
Van Halen 2 is Van Halen 2.
Okay.
And then Women and Children First, 1984. Diver Down.
I think Diver Down was before 1984, wasn't it?
Was it?
I don't know.
He's right.
Who?
I think Austin's right.
He might be.
Damn. You gotta be a goddamn fool to be fucking right or more unright than me. What?
What? At least I ain't purty. Okay, so I am pretty.
I wonder if Van Halen and what was the other band I was thinking of? That was right along there with Van Halen.
Shut your mouth.
Come on. Maybe I was thinking of Led Zeppelin. I don't know. I wonder if they ever played together.
Led was a little bit earlier than Van
Yeah, but you know,
Halen.
I think
and
Van
they were.
Halen's first album came out in like '78, so they go way
I
back.
think they come out before
Maybe it was
78.
'68.
No, I think it was like
What time we
late
got?
70s,
Echo.
early 70s.
What time do we got?
It's not Austin
It's
Talks with Echo
5:59.
yet.
Echo.
Okay.
What year did
What
Van
time?
Halen release their first album?
Van Halen's first album was Van
5:59.
Halen, which was released on February 10th, 1978.
No, not
'78. Just like I fucking in my fucking prophecy.
just because you looked it up before you
No.
started this conversation.
No. I was just when I heard they came out.
Let me know when it's
78,
6
I was like,
o'clock.
I'm going to
Roll.
let
I
you
got
know
6
that
o'clock.
it is 6
Yeah.
o'clock.
Central Cross.
Moon Club Podcast number 215, going live.
Like a new routine. Blazing.
Death of a legend.
I was like, I don't remember that phone call.
Tell him just to put him on the steps.
Wow, I updated to iOS 14 last night, or my phone did on its own. I don't even think it cut out. I think it like took that phone call and it didn't even cut out the YouTube or the.
That's cool, that's cool.
Rock and roll. Technology.
Like this. No tomorrow! I think we gotta talk over this, brothers.
Okay. Keep talking.
Steven,
I'll beg or borrow.
what was the first
Like how I live
president you bought MJ in 1984?
It was actually 1984.
The album by Van Halen. A great album, by the way.
Ah.
Although, you know what, it's like, dude, you know what, I might get slapped here, but I must say that my favorite Van Halen album of all time is 5150
Shut your mouth.
with Sammy Hagar. Dude, you know what? He's my Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be your Jesus.
Who's your Jesus?
Sammy
I
Hagar.
found the simple life weren't so simple. When I got out on my own.
Dude, you know what? When I think in my top 10 Joe Rogan JRE podcasts of all time, I would have to say David Lee Roth would be, if not in the top 10, I would say definitely an honorable
Wow, we have the
mention.
lights out.
Okay, what do
He
you
would
think?
definitely be a cool dude to interview.
Dude, some of the shit that he was doing when he was like rock star famous, like pedaling down the with a kayak down like that river in Washington, the Potomac, that's
The Delaware.
fucking, it's like complete black filth. So if you go over, you're gonna fucking get like,
Some kind of disease.
you're not gonna, it probably, your hair will never be the same color. And you
Look
probably
at Eddie. He was just awesome, wasn't he? I mean, like you said, this here is 1978. Van Halen's first.
No, I don't think this is 78. I think this is the early 80s.
What, the video or the song?
The video.
Alex was already starting to lose his hair.
Yeah. I mean, you see the early ones. You're right. He does have hair.
But you know, I think it's smart for Eddie Van Halen to have his son Wolfgang. He's the bass player now. He's a bass player now, and it's like, he's gonna carry this franchise on because it's worth millions and millions of dollars every year. Because their catalog is just.
You know,
One
I
of the
would
best
like
in
to
rock and
think
roll history.
that without Eddie, Van Halen was probably done.
No, come on, you know, it's like there's bands like Journey that travel right now that I think don't have any original members. They've just got the rights to be the name Journey and play their music.
No, I think there's some original members.
Maybe there's one. They probably got him on the fucking iron log to keep him alive.
You think so?
I don't know.
You know who was a big Van Halen fan and referenced him in a lot of his movies?
Quentin Tarantino.
Good choice, but I would say Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Little Nicky started out with this when he was a wedding singer. Didn't he? His girlfriend have the wedding, the Van Halen shirt on. He said, "Take that shirt off before they break up. Before you jinx the band and
Oh
they
yeah,
break
yeah.
up."
So anyway, Death of a Legend,
Yeah.
Moon Club Podcast number 215 had to start out with a tribute to the late, great Eddie Van Halen, who assumed room temperature early this morning.
Dude, you know
Rest
what?
in
That's
peace
a
at
tough one.
65.
I'll have to put him up there with like finding out George Carlin died, finding out that
Wait, what? George Carlin's?
right, and then the comedian.
Anyway,
Which one? The comedian.
I mean, he has to be in the conversation of the greatest guitar players ever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
definitely in that
definitely.
conversation. Yeah,
And I would
without a doubt.
say, I mean, I'd have to put him at the top.
yeah, in the top three.
Yeah, we'll say, because you know, there's different styles of guitar. He was
Yeah.
like a speed.
You know what? I like
Not
his
quite a
style
speed
more
metal,
than
but
a speed
rock.
kind of like wah wah. You know, kind of like I dig
He wasn't
his-
afraid to do his own thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? It seems like all through his career, it's like when you heard Eddie and Eddie Murphy just like a Santana riff, it's like, oh, that's Eddie Van
It
Halen.
stands out.
Yeah,
Like Santana stands
yeah,
out.
just kind of like
And
oh,
he
another
played,
voice.
he played most of his shit on those bottom three strings. I don't know, since I'm kind of learning the guitar now, if you guys know, like those bottom 3 strands.
You ain't been down there
for,
yet.
For riffs.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, how about it, well, we'll get into it a little bit more, I think, you know, a little bit later, as far as playing some, you know, tributes and riffs. You wanna start it off like you usually start it off?
Yeah.
Think you can handle it?
Yep. Yes, I can.
I haven't even shared yet.
Man. Man, share.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from AJ's Walter Jr.'s apartment, this is the Moon Club podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon, no subject will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ Adlerman, Bloomington Norman's premier realtor for the Jewel Home Selling Team at Remax Rising, and I want to be your realtor, and I will out-hustle everybody all day, every day, and then double up on Sunday to prove it.
True that.
What's the state of the moon, brother?
Let's see, the state of the moon is.
Sad.
It's currently 9:13 p.m. Tuesday, October 6th, 2020. Good evening,
It's currently
lovely lunatics. No, it's 6:06 p.m. I'm sorry.
I was
The moon
like,
comes up at 9:13 p.m. Goes down at 12:22 p.m. I'm sorry about that. It's currently 78% illuminated. It is 399,657,000 kilometers away from us. It's 19 days old, and it goes from Taurus to Gemini. Tonight.
Woo!
Damn. How was that one?
What time does it come up?
I nailed it. It comes up at 9:13.
Okay, so a little bit later tonight.
Yeah.
And then does it go down to like afternoon tomorrow?
After 12:22 p.m. tomorrow.
crazy, man, crazy.
Get out there and take a look at it.
Be ashamed if you didn't.
And you know what? I'm gonna open up with that story about Mars doing a dance with the moon tonight.
We're gonna open up with Jason Silva.
Okay, and then we go into the Mars doing a dance with. They're getting really close together. It almost looks like the Soviet Union's flag. But it's sort of
The old flag.
Now, since we have a full moon already, right?
Yeah,
And then we have another one coming up on Halloween,
yeah.
which is going to be a full moon and a blue moon.
October 31st, that was my day of birth.
Got to the party, you know what I did?
The Smurf.
All right. Weekly Jason Silva is on Awe.
Hold on. I'm fully illuminated.
Oh,
thanks
yeah.
Yeah.
to Dosey Dose
Sorry,
by
wait.
Rhythm.
And how illuminated is Steve?
Fully illuminated thanks to Dosey Dose by Rhythm.
That's
from Beyond Hello.
how you cut a promo right there. Right?
Booyah!
Yeah. Beyond Hello, hit us up. Sponsor.
We'll take all the free flour that you want to provide.
Now since Eddie Van Halen did awe us back in the 80s, I
So many
thought
times.
it would be appropriate to open up with Jason Silva on Awe.
Well
Sounds
done.
like a plan.
Great segue, brother.
That's what I do.
So I think a lot about the contrast between banality and wonder, between disengagement and radiant ecstasy, between being unaffected by the here and now, and being absolutely ravished emotionally by it. And I think one of the problems for human beings is mental habits. Once we create a comfort zone, we rarely step outside of that comfort zone. But the consequence of that is a phenomenon known as hedonic adaptation. Overstimulation to the same kind of thing, the same stimuli again and again and again, renders said stimuli invisible. Your brain has already mapped it in its own head, and you no longer literally have to be engaged by it. You have eyes yet see not, ears that hear not, and hearts that neither feel nor understand. There's a great book called The Wandering Brain that says that one of the ways that we elicit wonder is by scrambling the self temporarily so that the world can seep in. And Terry Miller says that the blade of grass, when given proper attention, becomes an infinitely magnificent world in itself, you know? Darwin said attention, if sudden and close, graduates into surprise, and this into astonishment, and this into stupefied amazement. That's what rapture is. That's what illumination is. That's what that sort of infinite comprehending awe that human beings love so much. And so how do we do that? How do we mess with our perceptual apparatus in order to have the kind of emotional and aesthetic experience from life that we render most meaningful. Because we all know those moments are there. Those are the moments that make final cut. Only in these moments we experience afresh the hardly bearable ecstasy of direct energy exploding on our nerve endings. This is the rhapsodic, ecstatic, bursting forth of awe that expands our perceptual parameters beyond all previous limits. We literally have to reconfigure our mental models of the world in order to assimilate the beauty of that download. That is what it means to be inspired. The Greek root of the term means to breathe in, to take it in. We fit the universe through our brains and it comes out in the form of nothing less than poetry. We have a responsibility to awe.
All right. And I would say that, you know, when I heard Eddie Van Halen playing guitar there in the early 80s,
Right.
I did have to kind of like reconfigure my mental models to like make sense of that, right?
Right, yeah.
Like that's what awe is. It makes you have to reconsider how you even think about the whole universe.
Right.
Like the song Eruption.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play the segue, man. Let some of that rip.
You want to hear Eruption?
Oh yeah, let's hear
Do
it.
we have to scream over that? Because that's
Well, we
definitely
can
got
talk
a unique
over it.
signature.
Well, and it also to the 3 chords that MJ was talking about.
Because it goes into Hot for Teacher.
And no,
Eruptions before what?
it's before the.
You really got me.
Yeah,
Oh,
girl, you
Run
got
with
me
the
going.
Devil.
No,
No,
girl, you got me going.
Oh,
You really got me.
okay.
Pretty sure this is it.
And you know what? They would kind of put their songs in order so it was like people would listen to like a vinyl would listen to.
Oh, definitely.
Like just all for
And again,
Dude, this isn't the segue to Running with the Devil?
no, but this is. But
It
this,
kind of starts out the same.
and this is on the first album. So how full of yourself do you gotta be that
Have
you're
your own
gonna be
song?
like, I'm the greatest that there is. I'm gonna start this song with a 2-minute guitar solo.
But you know what? He was an icon at that moment. He was an icon, and everybody wanted that from him, just like everybody wanted it from Mike when you got big.
I don't think icon's the right word though. He might have been like a local celebrity wherever he came from, but instead of he didn't burst out into the scene until his album.
What year was this? Is this 78?
78.
So he's definitely like establishing himself as like the leader of the band, as a guitar player.
Well, I think
With
what
my style.
establishes him the leader of the band is that it's fucking called Van Halen.
Right? But dude, but you have to admit that David Lee Roth was it's like he was a bigger star. He was just as big, if not bigger than Eddie was at this time.
He was a big star, but when he branched off, he was not as successful as Van Halen once they kept going.
Van Halen was even better with fucking with Sammy Hagar.
That'll get you slapped.
That's a hard
know.
one. I mean, it's even hard to debate. I'm
know
not
what?
saying that they weren't good.
It's hard to say. It's almost as hard as the pro-life or pro-choice fucking debate.
All right, we're off the rails. I do have here, you know, we're gonna keep paying tribute here for a little while because it's the death of a legend.
What's up, Roy Rambo?
Eddie Van Halen's 10 greatest guitar solos in 80 seconds. Austin, dim the lights, son.
Hit the lights.
Kick him in the grill, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's phenomenal guitar player.
Right? And like I was saying, just as recognizable as Santana. You know what?
Definitely totally different sound, but still, yeah.
No, it's like it's. I still feel the same. Do you know what? One of my favorite is right here, right now, is the guitar solo in that. It's definitely got to be on this list, right?
We'll see. We'll see if it is. I mean, this is the first I've seen of it.
Right.
I think this is a good one.
Dude, look at him. He was so flashy. That's a great one. That's one that sounds like a Harley, right?
Intro drums, yeah.
You guys gotta keep talking.
I don't think you gotta keep talking over this.
Yeah, There it is, dude.
That's number one, huh?
Oh, it's not. People forget he played the guitar and beat it.
I was getting ready to say, I mean, he was so inspiring in the 80s and such a big deal,
Yeah.
you know.
So 65, you know, it's still too young. It, you know, it's I
It's
guess
only 15 years away.
right. Well, he lived a rock star life.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I
That
think
has a
he-
lot to do with it.
Hopefully he has no regrets, and hopefully he passed comfortably, and hopefully, you know, thoughts and prayers, you know, to his loved ones.
Well, I know throat cancer is a bitch. And
You
any,
know what? Was it throat
any
cancer or
cancer.
tongue cancer?
It was throat cancer.
But I mean, I think it's all,
Yes. Well, you know,
Once it
neck
starts
bone's connected
spreading.
to the.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah.
I hope he got a suck off right before he died.
But yeah, I think they had to surgically remove part of his tongue even.
Really?
oh yeah, that's,
I definitely hope he got the suck off before he died.
it's a big deal, you know.
But do you think he got the suck off?
You know, I don't know.
Hey, we had some fan feedback this past week, and Michelle Mills commented
Michelle Mills, what's up, Michelle Mills?
on the
if you're
last
watching?
podcast something to the effect. I'm going to paraphrase. I think I got it pretty close. This podcast is MJ constantly trying to explain something of importance and constantly being interrupted by Austin with some nonsense that is possibly not true.
How, dude?
Did he get suck off though?
Yeah.
And
we're talking about Elton John.
that is, we should put
I
that
hope
in.
everybody gets.
We're gonna
sucked
have to
off.
put that in the description of the podcast now.
Hey, that's
Wow,
pretty
cool.
accurate description.
Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate.
I think we're asking for more feedback, right?
Yeah.
Was it thou that said
Absolutely.
comes with nothing what I concern?
So all you
Dude, MJ, far upon
all
the
you
hill like
lunatics
dicey
out
dimensions
there
roll
that,
into the outer world.
we are asking for
But
your
I will never interrupt you, brother.
for your
ever.
feedback.
Again.
So hit us up in the comments down below,
Carry on.
or email us.
Oh,
or
dude, you know what I was
comment
thinking
on the
about?
podcast page
Talking
or
about
whatever.
interrupting you.
Yeah.
Have I told you guys, and this is something very personal, that I've recently been a victim of slut shaming and revenge porn. I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to see it. But and you know what? I know what it feels like, and it's not nice.
Well, Austin, when you send those pictures out, I don't know that you can call it slut shaming.
If you want the pictures, I'll put a link in that down below. But no, I'm linking the video, not the pictures.
I like that little piano. Like, let's, if I had the world's smallest violin right now, I'd play that for you. Too.
You know what that's from? It's from the Saturday
know.
morning
Now you
cartoon.
know.
Yeah, where it was the more you know, right? It's
Right.
like, okay, now that's kind of like saying like, oh, the more you know.
Right.
The more you know. Dun, 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 dun. So back to Van Halen, and like you said, a lot of people didn't know he was a guitar riff of "Beat It."
Yeah. Yep.
And didn't he do some other stuff with Michael Jackson?
I don't know.
No,
Was it bad,
Slash,
maybe?
Slash
Slash
did the
was in the
Billie
band?
Jean, or not Billie Jean, but Dirty Diana and all that. Yeah, apparently him and Slash were pretty close. The
Was
day
it-
Michael died, Slash wept.
By the way, a lot of Michael Jackson songs I would say are like Tool tunes or ones that you wouldn't want to hear people like playing. I'm telling you, man, though, when Dirty Diana comes up, I don't give a shit. I turn it up and roll down the windows.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm fucking
You
jamming.
like
to
the
that
boys
shit.
in the band,
I don't even
you know
care.
when they come to town.
Yeah.
Every musician's a fan.
Say, baby, what's your name?
I also did the same thing to that Backstreet Boys song.
Which one is that?
Like Stand On, or
Sing some more before.
no, it might be In Sync.
NSYNC?
I don't know.
But anyhow, you play the shit out of it, don't you?
Yeah, I would definitely roll the windows down and crank it.
When you suck in my dick, ho.
Hey,
Ouch.
take those teeth out, Austin.
You are now.
Take them teeth out when you suck in my dick, ho.
Now you hurt the feelings.
Wait a second, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable now.
Right? I know. I needed a fucking adult up in here. Lucy.
All right, so we can get back to some more Eddie Van Halen
Tangerine.
talk later on.
No, I changed the safety
If we
word.
run out of words
Pineapple.
to talk about
Pineapple.
or whatever. But we are. This is right up our alley.
Oh,
So,
hey now.
The Orionid meteor shower is coming this month.
Hey
and
now.
we should
Watch the fuck out.
Hey now.
When and where?
Between a full harvest moon,
There's
a
a
rare
monster.
blue moon, and Mars shining brightly, October is full of astronomical sights you won't want to miss. Need another reason to look up at the night sky in the coming weeks? The Orionid meteor shower peaks this month. The Orionid meteor shower appears starting in October each year, when Earth travels through debris from Halley's Comet. According to NASA, the Orionid meteor shower is one of the most beautiful showers of the year, thanks to its meteor's brightness and speed. Traveling at about 148,000 miles per hour into the Earth's atmosphere, these meteors are super fast. Which is good news for skywatchers because fast meteors can leave glowing trains. And fast meteors can even become fireballs, which NASA describes as prolonged explosions of light. During the Orionid meteor shower's peak, you can see about 10 to 15 meteors per hour. This Orionid meteor shower is active from October 2 through November 7. This year, it's expected to peak
That
the
must be a
morning of
time-lapse,
Wednesday,
picture.
October 21st.
You think?
Fortunately, the waxing moon will set early in the
50 per
night,
hour.
so there will be a dark sky as the backdrop for the meteor shower.
Dude, maybe we can take a time-lapse camera out there and schedule it for 1 hour, do a time-lapse. That might be something cool to do.
Get
I
out
think we
there
should
and
do
see
that.
those Orionid meteor showers this
Yeah.
month, and we've already mentioned that we already had a full moon, and we'll have another one on Halloween, which will be
A great day to
a
destroy the
blue
world.
moon as well.
Right, which
Yeah.
is the second full moon of the year, or
If we're
of
gonna-
that month.
If we're gonna blow this world up, it would be a good time to do it. I mean, let's get it over before the election, because I don't wanna have to deal with all that shit anyway. I mean, I don't wanna have to listen to like, who's gonna be president. I don't wanna have to listen to vote for this person, this person's Hitler, this person's a Nazi. Like, I can't even get on Facebook right now.
Right, yeah,
I can't get on social media.
let's just all drink the grape Kool-Aid.
I can't
Yeah.
because I'm banned for sending dick pics, but that's
Right.
another story.
Well, you couldn't see it anyway, could you?
Well, I zoomed pretty hard up on
Yeah, when you send dick pics, you need a lot of zoom on them too, from what I heard.
it. That's what I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, okay. All right.
You and
How?
Okay.
JK, by the way, I'm all legal as a beagle.
Okay. Hung like a stallion.
Oh, well, one of them mini ponies, maybe. Hey, they
It's
still
just a
hung.
regular sized one.
Hey,
It's not big. It's just regular size.
growing, not showing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had to-
I got kicked off of YouTube for me sending a picture of me fucking an 18-year-old spider monkey.
I had to explain to Mindy what the difference between a shower and a grower was.
Oh yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you.
You should be.
Somebody's definitely hitting that flag button right now. But it was my fault. I said it. It wasn't true. I
All right,
was
we've
trying to
got-
be funny.
We've got more sky-related stuff. So this is Mars and the Moon are meeting in the sky tonight as a red planet makes its closest approach in the history of the world.
Of the universe.
Sailing in the sky. That's what Mars does.
This is breaking news, by the way.
Breaking news.
Mars and the moon are set to put on a show tonight that it is out of this world. The red planet is making its closest approach to Earth, and when the lunar aurora rises, the two will appear to hang close to each other in the night
That's
sky.
amazing.
The conjunction starts at 11:35 p.m. ET on Friday, October 2nd,
panspermia.
with
You know
the
what I'm saying?
closest
we've already missed
approach
it.
seen shortly after midnight. Both will appear in the east, but then move westward as the night progresses, and at around 2 a.m.
Somebody
ET,
soup.
the pair will hit their highest points in the southern sky. According to Earth Sky, those living in the southern region of the world will see the moon closest to Mars. Those living in South America will witness the moon occult, or cover over, Mars for some of Friday night and all of Saturday night. The reason Mars and the moon are meeting is due to Earth preparing to make its way between the red planet and the sun on October 13th. Mars and Earth come close to each other around every 2 years. This is because Mars orbits the sun every 26 months, compared to Earth's 12, but the distance between them varies each time. This brings Mars to its once in 2 years opposition in our sky, Earth Sky reports, and will reach opposition October 14th. The brightness Mars gives off will not be seen for another 15 years. October is full of cosmic wonder, as stargazers are in for a treat this month when hundreds of shooting stars light up the sky during an Orionid meteor shower. These meteors streak across the sky each October, starting the 2nd through November 7th, but peak viewing is expected on the morning of October 21st. This cosmic event happens when Earth passes through a stream of debris left behind Comet Halley, the parent comet of the Orionid
We've
shower.
already covered that tonight.
Astronomers note that the meteors can move 148,000 miles per hour into the atmosphere,
All
but
right, you
leave
want it
gas
here a
trails in
second.
the
This
sky
goes on a
that
little bit
last
longer, but I think we've got it.
You know,
That's what she said.
have you guys
Look
heard
out
that?
now.
Have you guys heard, like, hypothetically, there was
No.
an asteroid or something that hit Mars when it was active with life, and that's where we got our microbes that came to the Earth? Because, you know, like,
Oh, there's a lot to unpack in that
Yeah,
context.
I think he's talking about panspermia.
Yeah.
well, you know what, cosmologically, it's like, us to Mars are basically as close as we are as far as space goes. Because everything else is like, sometimes up to like
Let's unpack that.
4
What
or
was that?
5 light years away instead of being minutes of light years away, you know? You know? Because we're,
Which part? I don't know which part you're talking about.
no, I'm saying we're just very close to Mars, and if there was ever life on Mars and it was struck by an asteroid or a large comet, it could have sent some microbes here to this Earth and actually started the Earth into its own.
You realize you started out by saying that definitely happened, and now you're saying it might
Well,
have happened.
I know I said it was highly likely. I said it was highly likely.
Well,
I
we
never
can
said
go back and
definitely.
watch it.
I never said definitely. It was. I said it was highly likely.
Okay.
Because I think I'm quoting Neil deGrasse Tyson. Happy birthday, Neil.
Well, you
deGrasse
know what
Tyson.
I believe happened?
What's that?
That there was another planet between Mars and
It
Saturn.
became the moon after it crashed into the Earth.
No. You see, that's where the asteroid belt is.
Okay. Okay. I've heard
Because
that.
if you go back in our history, there was always talks about even all the, ancient texts and all the ancient religions that there was a war in the heavens. That's what they were saying was Mars and this other planet. Now they're saying that Mars is showing radiation of a nuclear weapons type signature, not a natural nuclear type thing. So they believe that yes, we are descendants from Mars and that we are Martians.
Right.
But it's because they fled Mars and may have fled the other planet after they destroyed the one planet, made it the asteroid belt. They destroyed Mars, made it inhabitable.
And then fast forward from here on out, are we destroying this planet?
Right.
Boom, and trying to move back to Mars.
Or,
Maybe.
Or how about this? It's like, what if there's only got to be one person with the right amount of passion and knowledge and science to do it by himself?
And
Just
an
like in 12
erection
Monkeys.
this big.
No, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if it takes the
Like
right
a
person,
madness.
and if they put their mind to it, they could fucking destroy this Earth. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? There's always going to be just one.
Well, maybe there's one person that can save it. Hey, Steve, I got an idea for me and you.
Hey,
Okay,
we
we
save
did-
the world?
Yeah, no, this is
I'll buy
this
the
is off topic.
Astroglide.
We get, for us, and also you can have one too, but it'll have to be down the line. We get hype men for us to come in here and stand behind us.
Yeah, boy!
And then, whenever we get interrupted or anything, our hype men would like run in for us. Now,
Our heralds.
I'm gonna throw some love at my boy Bert Kreischer because this is actually his name,
Yeah.
his idea. But my hype man would stand behind me, and he would be a British guy named Lyle. It's you, Bert. And he would be like, hold on a minute, also let the bloke talk. Let him finish. He got a good point. Let the man finish. Let him finish what he's saying. Okay, hold on. That's my hype man. Now Steve's would
My hype
probably
man.
be what's your hype man?
My hype man is going to be more like, I'm going to say Flavor Flav type.
There you
He'll
go.
have the
There
big
you go.
clock and everything. He'll have the cane go on. Except, he'll have a little pimp in him. So if Austin or anyone
Let him talk.
interrupts me,
finish?
he's going to pull out the baby powder first.
Yeah.
Put the powder on his hand. Slap the taste out your mouth. And then be like, yeah, boy, Steve got some shit going off, Joel. You gotta let that man talk.
Clock on my chest, prove I don't fess. I'm a clock
You
and
can
rock
make the girl,
rock
Pete.
with a rest.
Dude, okay, mine would definitely be Sexy Vegan from the Dr. Phil show and his spider monkey that he carries around with him. If he's got one, I'm not sure if he does, but he should for sure.
You're definitely having a fixation with spider monkeys.
Check out if you just YouTube Sexy Vegan on Dr. Phil. You'll know who I'm talking about.
The word spider monkey shouldn't come up more than one time per podcast, really.
Right, especially after that lawsuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry,
That was a mess.
ASPCA.
yeah.
Did I get that right? ASPCA?
Yeah. I'm trying. Is it Sarah McLaughlin?
Yeah. Well, it's like you guys know about the how I had this this gig in New York nightclub where I would dress up like a.
Hold on a minute. We were talking about something else there, bloke.
Okay. I would dress the spider monkey up like a ballerina and beat it with a stick.
Oh my goodness.
That's at least 4 spider monkeys in one
Yeah.
podcast.
And I think that may be offensive to some people.
Yeah, it's a hate crime.
People that own spider monkeys, I'm sorry if I offended you.
I like spider monkeys. Let's get
I
back.
don't
We're
think
gonna
I've ever
jump
You
off
know what?
this
I bet
topic.
people still love me more than Ellen.
You know who likes spider monkeys?
Like,
David Lee Roth.
Really?
You know, and let's talk about David Lee Roth versus, I don't know, Sam Hagar. I
Yeah.
mean, that'd be the versus.
that's a
topic.
tough one, yeah.
I'll
That's
I'll
like
break it
Jesus
down
from
to you like
Muhammad.
this. Very earlier in our relationship, Mindy kind of like stopped and took a very serious tone all of a sudden. She's
Yeah.
like,
Stevie Nicks, right?
if you had to pick Van Halen with Sammy Hagar or David Lee Roth, what would you take? You have to pick one.
And she took an instant road.
And I said, if you have to pick one, it's David Lee Roth.
Roy
for sure.
Rambo wants a sugar glider.
And she was like, oh, thank God.
There you
I was
go.
worried. I was worried
Yeah.
you were gonna. I was like, no. I mean, you have to pick
It's,
one.
it's kind of like that Coke or Pepsi
And,
moment.
and it's one of those things. Like, I'm not saying I hate Van Halen with
Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar,
How
They
are
do
you-
great
how-
stuff.
how are
but
you
if I
and
had to
Mindy
pick
Sue?
one,
How are you Mindy Sue with Coke or Pepsi? I mean, does it matter at all?
we have a debate between. I'm a Diet Coke guy, which it actually kind of. I feel bad about that because I had given up drinking
Right.
soft drinks altogether, and now when COVID started, now I'm back. It's a big problem with me right now that I
Right.
actually drink Diet Coke.
And how about this?
But she's a Coke Zero person, and to me,
Okay.
there's no good reason to have Coke Zero because it doesn't taste better. Diet Coke already has 0 calories
So you're
and
very
0 sugar.
opinionated.
And the Diet Coke gives me that throat burn, is what I'm looking for when I take a sip of that.
Yeah.
That,
No, you love that.
that soda. We take a look at that soda, boy. It is the back of your throat. You're like,
Okay, now
the
let's
back
talk
of your
about.
throat burns, and Coke Zero doesn't give you that. Fuck Coke Zero. I'm out.
Now let's
You
talk
want
about
the-
more.
That's how you cut a promo.
Now let's talk about more of a dichotomy: Cubs or Cardinals.
Hold on. We were talking about Diet Coke and Coke Zero, bro.
I
Let
know
the
there
man
was so
finish.
many different
Let the man
varieties.
finish.
But no, it's like this is more of a dichotomy: Cubs and Cardinals. I don't know what her team is, but it's like, you know what? Sometimes it's good in a relationship for a Cub and a Cardinal, or a fucking a
Mindy,
Bears
I'm a
and
Cardinal
a
fan.
Green Bay Packers. Okay, you're both Cardinal fans.
Yeah.
What's your most controversial subject?
We're not gonna talk about that at all.
Okay.
It's actually you, Austin. I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
It probably is.
I'm
Like,
kidding.
why ain't your brother got a fucking job, dude?
Why has he
Right.
got one big old nostril?
Why does he smell like dirty cheese?
Scratch and sniff. I mean, it is a scratch and sniff.
Pinky.
I really like David Lee Roth. I mean,
Pinky. Oh, way to pull it back, Steve.
it's just so
Pull the nose up.
so much that he brings to the table. So much showmanship. Not that the Red Rocker again.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
great.
not. We're not saying we hate Sammy Hagar,
No, I mean,
but it was the pageantry. Like David Lee
Right,
Roth,
right.
showman. Like you said, he's a showman. Like all the jumping and spinning and kicking. And by the way, I saw him right before COVID started in Peoria, and he's still fucking doing it.
Right.
Not,
Right.
I'm gonna say, not as good. But how the fuck old is he, man? Like
Yeah,
people,
right.
if people are saying,
He's
"Well,
gotta
he
be
doesn't
60
kick to
something.
that." Fuck you.
Right.
He's gotta be
And,
a-
you know what? Some people are so opinionated on the subject. It's almost like Chevy or Ford, where some people fucking draw a line in the sand. They're like,
it's Don
yeah, or
Jackson.
Democrat or Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're evil. That is a bad thing. You're a bad car. You're a bad man.
I think we're all dumber for having heard that.
Right? Dude, I can't rewind it.
What
It's
is
out.
your opinion?
It's up now. Well,
Chevy
you
or
know what?
Ford?
I don't really give a shit about Chevy or Ford, and I don't really give a shit about Democrat or Republican either.
I go with a Jeep.
A Jeep?
I have a Jeep.
That's
It
Chrysler.
works.
That's
It
Chrysler.
works.
Well, yes, yeah. That's Chevy. Chevy side of GM and China. I don't know.
You ever thought about getting a Trackhawk?
A what?
Trackhawk?
Once, and then I got a shot, and they flew
Explain
right
to me
up.
what a track hawk is.
It's basically the Grand Cherokee with the 1,000 horsepower Hemi in it. No.
Yeah. MJ, that's exactly right for MJ. He wants to flex nuts.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
No, I have a above average sized penis. I don't need that.
I've seen your penis.
And he's in the top one.
Hey, I'm a shower. I gotta tell you, I'm a shower.
He's like one of those garden
Or no, I'm a
hoses.
grower.
Pump up
I
first.
fucked it up.
Right.
Fucked it up.
Pump it up.
Hey, you want a $1?
Was it thou that said, "Comes with I
That's
comes with nothing
You know
without
when,
I concerned"?
Just ladies out there, by the way, when you get a dick pic, that's not the first one.
Right.
That's not the first
Dude,
one.
you know what? The first dick pic I ever sent out, the girl told me it's like you never want to put your face in a dick pic, because I could blackmail you.
I don't even know how I could work that.
Right. I think it was a lot like this.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta move out.
Well, usually, if
You know what, I
Austin's
might have-
face is in it, it's someone else's dick. Oh, hey,
Oh, it
Bang
makes-
on,
yeah.
bang on, bang on. And by the way, I'm sure my face has been in many dick pics as well that don't
Right.
belong to me.
Hey.
Yeah.
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 But
I
there
told you
go.
guys that I've been a victim of revenge porn, and
If your face ever shows up in a dick pic, you probably have done something wrong.
Right.
You probably made a bad choice.
Or something
too.
right.
You better not be smiling like a donut.
Right. Or have
Right.
a mushroom stamp right about here.
right, and lipstick on, you definitely don't want that.
No.
Don't
You
let
don't
that
want to be
happen
wearing
again.
ladies not lingerie.
Right.
None of that stuff.
And the scarlet wig. Don't do that. Or even the
The platinum wig.
the platinum blonde wig. It's like you don't even want that on.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So,
And you don't want to have a Marilyn Monroe dress.
oh,
Right.
you don't?
No.
No.
Don't.
Bam. Favorite Van Halen song?
And you definitely don't want a big butt plug in your ass with foxtail in it.
You actually do.
That. Ooh. Man, you hit me with a big one, Steve.
Yeah, I wanted to drop it, man.
And
And I say the
let me defer to Austin. I'm going to think for a minute.
What was the question?
favorite David Lee Roth Van Halen song.
Oh.
We'll change it.
Dude, when you said David Lee Roth, I was going to do the one. Remember, it's like, give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut, because that was his first solo song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we're
get
not
back to
talking
the Van
about-
Halen.
I'm gonna have to say Jump.
Jump?
That's like, I know it's kind of weak. It's
Oh.
almost like saying what's your favorite Jimmy Buffett song. It's like, oh, it's Margaritaville, but no, it's like I like Jump. Oh
That's
wait,
Very disappointing, actually.
no. What's your favorite the other singers? What's
Well,
your,
I
we're
was
gonna
kind of
go
thinking
around
we
the
were going to
room.
all
Yeah.
we were
Okay,
all
okay.
going to throw one out. Yeah.
okay, so dude, you know, it's I feel weak saying Jump.
Yeah, it's kind of a bitch move.
I like Hot for Teacher too.
You just want to name them all, and then we can.
No, okay, let's just do Hot for Teacher because I like his personality in that.
Okay.
You like the personality.
Yeah.
I actually would have to go with what we started the show with, Running with the Devil.
All right. Well, then if I have to go with something that you guys haven't say, I'll go with Panama.
Panama.
Because
That's
I would
weak.
go
That's
like
weak.
probably Running with the Devil, and then I mean, there's- and it
That's
got
part of it.
a lot of it depends on like what mood you're in, right?
Right.
Jamie's crying.
Dude, would you say David Lee Roth is the hairband quintessential to fucking the guy that Chris Round?
Epitome lead singer? Definitely.
Okay, so favorite Van Halen song with
Sammy
Off the
Hagar.
rails
Sammy
again.
Hagar.
Okay. I'm sorry, I knocked it off the rails, and then you tried to bring it back, and I interrupted you.
It's on you.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let the man finish, bro.
No, I was comparing Chris Round to David Lee Roth because he's a fucking great dancer.
Okay.
He would jump around the stage.
Well, since I was going to start out, and I didn't start out in the last round, I will go like, that ain't no way to keep the broken hearted.
I need some simple
Yeah,
things.
that one.
Is that a Van Halen song?
Yeah, with
So if you want to see other guys, baby, I can let it
Come
slide.
on,
Yeah.
baby, finish what you
Yeah,
started.
that's a great song.
And I would
That's a
always
great
sing in the
song.
second verse as, that ain't no way to treat the retarded. But I would get canceled for that now, so I
Right.
wouldn't say it.
Dude,
Well,
that song-
and let's be honest, that ain't no way to treat them. You should
And dude,
treat
you
them
know what?
fair.
It's
It's not.
They're
And that
people.
R word is a bad one. I won't say that.
Right. And do you know what? Eddie Van Halen's guitar in that is fucking pure genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, one of you two go.
I would say if I'm going with the new Van Halen, I would go with
New Van Halen.
Best of Both Worlds,
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
or
Well, you can't start naming
What?
them.
You
well,
did that
two,
on the
so you did
first
two,
one.
so I'm gonna do two.
I didn't do two.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, you did too the last time.
Okay, it's like I love the guitar in the Best of Both Worlds.
Okay.
That's what you just said.
Yeah. But you know what? It's like I want to say so many different other ones, but I won't since I'm playing by the rules, right?
That's what dreams are.
You go
made
ahead.
of.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Okay.
That's what dreams are made of. And those are all from the 5150 album?
OU 812, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think mine was off the 5150 album.
OU 812, that's gotta be a great name of an album.
Dude, you know what was greater?
812?
Oh, hold on.
U 812.
5150 was that with Sammy Hagar, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Is that what you said?
812. No, I was saying, which one did I say?
I don't know, maybe I
5150?
understand what you're saying.
That was another
He
Sammy
was
Hagar album.
asking which song was off it. We'll have to find out.
Dude,
We
I
can
just
do
think
it.
I think Sammy Hagar was he just brought a new burst of life to the band, and a lot of people doubted him, but he produced. He's a great performer.
Well, I want to express that some of the opinions expressed on the Moon Club podcast are not necessarily
And dude, you know
the
what?
opinions of every member of the Moon Club podcast.
And you know what? That's how opinionated people are about it. But you know that's how opinionated I am, and I'm not afraid to express my opinions. I
Shut your
think
mouth.
Sammy Hagar was better than David.
More
Lee Roth.
specifically, the opinions expressed by Austin are the opinions of him and him only.
Right.
Thus, it's an opinion.
Right.
All right.
Dude, how about this? Tom Cruise or Tommy Lee Jones?
If you have to pick one,
Yeah.
I
We're
gotta
going
go
by
with Tom
Tom?
Cruise.
Okay, how about this? Chester Checkers.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm going by Tommy Lee of Motley Crue.
Oh. There you go.
Oh,
this?
wait, I can only choose one of what you said?
Right. I'll make it easy for you on the
I'll
next
just
one.
choose both of them. We get them both off the table.
Tommy Lee Jones. Duh.
Okay. Would you rather have pizza or tacos?
Is it a pink taco?
No.
I would
I'm
rather
not
have
doing that
pink
pussy
taco.
here, Steve. Now don't get me offended, because I will defend a woman's rights if I have to. I'll throw some fisticuffs if you send insults towards a woman ever again.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish?
Yeah,
The
go
only
ahead.
thing you're gonna throw a fist in is what?
My vagina.
Talk about off the rails.
Yeah. All right. So I've got. By the way, Elon Musk SpaceX has just come up with a $149 million bid from the U.S. government. They won it. So,
All right, before you start this, hold on. It's on the same type thing. I just heard that they sent to the space station a toilet for the ladies that's $150 million toilet.
Very good.
I think it must have a vacuum on it, right?
Well, I think it refurbishes your urine so you drink your urine.
Elon Musk
Yeah, but it sounds like
SpaceX
this.
won a $149 million contract to build missile tracking satellites for the Pentagon, the U.S. Space Development Agency said on Monday. In the company's first government contract to build satellites, SpaceX, known for its reusable rockets and astronaut capsules, is ramping up satellite production for Starlink, a growing constellation of hundreds of internet-beaming satellites. That chief executive Elon Musk hopes will generate enough revenue, help fund SpaceX's interplanetary goals. Under the SDA contract, SpaceX will use its Starlink assembly plant in Redmond, Washington, to build for satellites fitted with a wide-angle infrared missile tracking sensor supplied by a subcontractor. An SDA official said, innovation organization L3 Harris Technologies Incorporated. Previously, Harris Corporation gotten $193 million to fabricate another for satellites. The two organizations are relied upon to convey the satellites for dispatch by fall 2022. The aim of the space tracking and surveillance system is to track missiles through all three phases of flight, which are boost, mid-course, and terminal, discriminate between warheads and decoys, transmit data to other systems that will be used to key radars and provide intercept handovers, and provide data for missile defense interceptors to hit their target. The honors are essential for the SDA's first stage to get satellites to distinguish and follow rockets like intercontinental ballistic rockets, which can travel significant distances and are trying to track and capture. SpaceX in 2019 got $28 million from the Air Force to utilize the Juvenile Starlink satellite organization to test encoded internet providers with various military planes. However, the Air Force has not requested any Starlink satellites of its own. SpaceX has even recently inspired the Russians to produce reusable rockets for the bettering future of space exploration.
All right, I'll stop there. There's a lot left to go, but do you know what they're talking about here? Like exactly what they can you hit the light.
Yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about. I was going to ask you, was that 5 figures in the butt? Because if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken,
let me be serious for a minute. Remember back in the 80s, SDI, the Strategic Defense Initiative,
Star Wars, yeah.
was called Star Wars?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about now, right?
Yeah, basically what he's doing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are we really going to weaponize space?
You know, it's probably the beginning of the end if we do. You know?
I mean,
I think we already have.
yeah, we're fucked anyway.
It's like,
Who gives a shit?
especially when you hear how many different accounts you have of like UFOs flying over missile silos and shutting them down. It's like, when are we gonna take a fucking clue?
Yeah.
I mean, this has happened like 80 times.
Where were they when we dropped the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki then?
Shaking their heads.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like, if you were gonna stop a missile from launching to save millions of lives, like, that would have been a good time to just, like, come down and say, hey, fuckheads, stop blowing each other up!
Right, but how involved are they willing to get? Or just willing to like let shit happen?
That's a good question.
You know.
Space, the final frontier. These are the ongoing voyages.
You know what? There's
2021.
There's this Russian named Vasily during the missile
Vaseline.
during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and you can look this up later if you want. I'll put a link in the description down below. That he was in a fucking nuclear-powered submarine during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and we were dropping charges down, and we didn't know his submarine was down there.
Yeah.
And he was one. He was the one that held back, and it would have destroyed the world.
Well, let me tell you exactly what that story was. Yeah, we were
Right.
dropping death charges, and was he a Russian submarine?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was Vasily. Yeah.
There was another, and this is in the untold history of the United States. It was an American submarine captain. Maybe I think it's the same thing because they were dropping death charges, and the thing was, and this did come out 2 years later, that those commanders were given the full right to launch a nuclear attack
Right.
if they were out of contact and if they thought that war had already begun. They were given full right to do it. All the criteria was met, and everybody told him to launch. And he's like, "No, I'm not gonna fucking launch." And
Because this would be the end of
he
humanity.
basically prevented World War III from starting.
Wasn't
Right.
that a Denzel Washington movie or The Hunt for Red October?
No, that was a similar story, but not that dire, and not as
Horse
real.
shit! Hunt for Red October was more like futuristic type submarine stuff, at least when it came out. I mean, now it's like all in hindsight with the
Right.
propulsion system and all that.
Great movie, great fucking movie.
Yeah.
The Hunt for Red October. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that your best Sean Connery?
Oh God, you high.
I fucked your mother, Trebek.
He's like the Prince of Smarty.
Yeah. You'll rue the day, Trebek.
That was a classic.
The
Saturday
Jeopardy
Night Live.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, how was Saturday Night Live last week? It's like I couldn't watch it. I
Pretty
couldn't
fucking
find it. Yeah.
Pretty fucking good, yeah. The cold opening was in the debates, and they had Alec Baldwin back as Donald Trump, and they brought Jim Carrey in to do Joe Biden, which I was a little bitter about because I thought Jason Sudeikis did a good enough Biden. I don't know. I just think Jason Sudeikis got screwed in that whole thing. But Jim Carrey fucking killed it, man. He fucking brought
He
the
did.
fucking physical, funny comedy that, you know.
Shut up, man.
Oh, man, shut up, man.
Shut up, man.
So you didn't get to see it?
No, not yet.
Yeah. By the way,
Vice President.
Megan Thee Stallion was the musical guest.
How'd she kill it?
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah. It's like a porn star singing, like mediocre.
I like her music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Ratchet song.
What's your favorite? You're gonna say Ratchet now.
Yeah.
Can you name three
Ratchet?
three Stallion songs?
Well, I'll go with WAP, which she did with
Of course.
with the other
Those
one,
are
and
easy.
I don't know any
With
other
the
ones.
other
So
one?
that's it.
Well, you're not a true fan
That's
then.
it.
Can
No,
I
I'm
list-
not.
How about I list
I'm
12 right now?
50 years old, by the
How
way.
about I list 12 right now to make you look like a goddamn fool?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's
list
gonna
12.
make us look
By the
like a
way,
fool.
you can also sit around and watch music videos all day because I have to fucking go to work and you don't, right?
Alright. Well,
Ding ding. So go ahead. What were the 12 Megan Thee
I
Stallion
don't know.
songs?
I don't know 12 of her songs. I
I was hoping that you did.
Yeah, but it kind of made this segment a little bit better.
don't. Alright.
Hey, should we do the Austin Talks with Echo for 2 minutes?
I got more stuff if you want to.
Let's do it.
Let's
Crank
do
it.
some of your stuff because I blew it on that one.
All right, so well, you know what? We kind of took a turn, so let's see if Jocko Willink can pull us down from this spiral. This is we played this on a Moon Club podcast before, but it's been a while, and
This is motivational.
I love the idea behind this video. Jocko Willink dropping motivation. That's what Jocko had.
He would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some
What
issue
about?
that was going on, and he'd say, "Boss, we got this and that and the other thing," and I'd look at him and I'd say, "Good." And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem, and he said, "I already know what you're gonna say." I said, "Well, what am I gonna say?" He said, "You're gonna say good." He said, "That's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good." And I said, "Well, yeah. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted?
Good.
Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one.
This is what
Didn't
it's
get
like to have
funded.
MJ as a
Didn't
brother.
get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got
Good.
beat? Good. You learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out, don't get startled, don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what?
Gotta add less time.
It means you're still alive.
Are you
It
you
means you're
can't
still
cut your
breathing.
piss off?
Yeah. And if
I
you're
just
still
fell down my
breathing,
leg too.
Oh, that's great. Because they're not listening right now. You put a paper towel down there?
you still got some fight left in you. So get up,
Get out, get
dust
after
off,
it.
reload,
Dude, you kind of,
recalibrate, re-engage.
dude, that's kind of like your daily mantra, isn't it?
Go out
You
on
get
the
up, get
attack.
out, get after it.
Yeah, I haven't used that in a long time. Now I use get up, stay active, keep social distance.
Oh, dude, so you fucking caved, huh?
No, I pivoted.
Hey, you know what? Can I tell you, you know what it's like to have fucking MG as a brother? It's fucking good. Fucking good, man.
Should say.
Good. You know, I hate when people overpromote somebody. It's like, you gotta meet this guy Austin, he's fucking awesome. It's like, you know what? I'd rather have somebody say, it's like, you know what? I like Austin. Yeah, it's like, I like him. And you know what it's like to have MJ as brother? It's fucking good. It's fucking really good.
All right, this is a parody on good.
Oh yeah, this is great.
One of my kids, my daughter Cambria, would come up and wake me up to tell me some major problems they had or some issue they had going on. She would say, "Dad, I need a juice box and my iPad won't charge." I would roll over, look at her and say, "Good." And finally one day, she was telling me how she couldn't find her bike helmet or how her brother broke her roller skates. She said, "I already know what you're gonna say." I said, "Well, what am I gonna say?" She said, "You're gonna say good. That's what you always say. When my scooter's missing or I can't find my other shoe, you always say good." And I said, "Well, yeah, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's to come from it. Didn't get to watch the latest episode of Liv and Maddie? Good. Didn't get to get your ice cream? Good. More time to eat green beans. Oh, your iPad isn't working? Good. More time to do math. Can't find your Legos? Good. Less Legos I have to step on. Didn't get to go to the amusement park? Good. Friends can't play? Good. Your brother punched you? Good. You have the opportunity to punch him back now. Can't figure out your math problem? Good. We have the opportunity to find a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all angry and whiny and sad. If you can say the word ice cream, guess what? That means you need more green beans. It means you're still breathing. It means you need to quit whining. It means you need to pick up your Lego blocks, turn off your iPad, go outside, find your friends, get your Nerf guns, and go on the attack.
Dude,
It's that simple.
That's just brilliant.
But dude, when I watched that, I'm almost jealous that it was so simple and I didn't think of it.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
why didn't I do that?
Yeah.
I could have done that.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
fucking
ever
beautiful.
stepped on a Lego?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
painful.
Right, but you know, I think Dad ripped me out of bed one day because he fucking came home from the liquor store drunk and probably stepped on a Lego and fucking drugged me out of bed and like told me to come down there and pick up the fucking Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never justify child abuse, but when you step on a Lego, I mean, I understand. Like, I get it if somebody
if you got
gets
kids,
smacked
you got
around
Legos,
with it.
keep your fucking shoes on, or at least put on slippers. Don't be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Well, that's why you got those robot vacuums now.
Well,
Just
you
to
know
pick
what?
up Legos.
No, dude, it's like, and that's even saying if you can afford Legos nowadays, because it's like you got after Lego the movie, it's like Legos are like fucking like 10 cents a piece now. It's like you can't afford that shit. Remember back when they were a fraction of a
Garage
penny?
sales, man. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's obviously what I'm gonna do as a smart consumer of Legos.
Yeah.
But I don't have any kids, so guess what? I'm not Lego shopping.
You know who is probably the best ever at Legos?
Jason Snavely?
The Casserole Project.
Oh, was she good at that?
Yeah.
She's an engineer then, huh?
Yeah, she's a lot of things.
Yeah. And I'm thinking she's the most likely in our family to win an Oscar.
Or a Nobel Peace Prize.
Right. Yeah. Oh, definitely. All those. Yeah.
Or a
Or-
Grammy.
Take over
Right.
the world.
Or taking over
I'm
the
just
world.
saying.
Right.
I
And
mean,
Alex
she's
is
got
most,
options, right?
Yeah.
and Alex is most likely to win the Nobel Peace Prize or the Medal of Honor.
She's definitely not winning the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
Soldier of the Year, stuff like that, yeah.
Warrior, not soldier.
Come out
She
and
wins Soldier of the
play.
Year. You trying to correct me on what award my daughter won?
No.
Okay, I was hoping you weren't trying to do that.
Oh, you're saying she did win, or
Yeah.
will win?
No, she did.
Oh, congrats! That's awesome. That is awesome. Soldier of the Year. That's got to be pretty impressive.
I played this for you guys earlier, but I think
You know what? I think Alex is most likely
Wouldn't
to
you just be
become.
wearing your sash
Oh,
around?
no, MJ was saying something, bloke. Let the man
Okay,
finish.
go ahead.
Actually, yo, Steve was saying something, man. Let that man say what he got
Go
to
ahead,
say.
Steve.
All right,
Come
let
on,
Steve-
man.
Let Steve say what Steve was gonna say, bloke. Let
Steve was
say
saying,
it.
yo,
All right.
man,
Kick
if,
him in
if,
the
if
crotch.
I had won, you know, the Soldier of the Year, I'd be wearing my sash everywhere the fuck I went. Had this big ass metal pin that says Soldier of the Year. I'd have like my own, you know, theme music.
All right, the man presents a good point. Now let MJ finish his point, okay?
All right, man.
All right. Funny moments at a Chris Brown progress hearing where he's talking with Mark Garagos, or Mark Garagos is talking to the judge, and Chris Brown tries to say something, and the way Mark Garagos handles this is pretty much just priceless, right?
Dude, I think the way you handle your
Now you
client-
gotta stop talking.
Oh, yes. So. Right, you don't talk. I don't dance, you don't talk. I will.
Oh, he kind of did a little dance thing there. Okay, so it's probably hard for the Moon Club audience to see, but what was going on was they were at a hearing where he was there. It wasn't even it wasn't a courtroom proceeding. It was a hearing,
Right.
And the judge was saying something, and Chris Brown kind of raised his hand like he wanted to say
Are you
something
cooking a
about it.
pizza?
Huh?
Are you cooking a pizza?
No.
Okay.
Raised his hand like he wanted to say something,
Right.
And Garagos was like, "No, you don't say anything."
Right.
And then he paused for a minute. He's looking at his phone. He's like, "I don't dance, and you don't talk."
You know, it's almost like before they had a conversation, it's like, if you're going to be paying this much money for me, it's like the number one thing is I don't want you to destroy yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, when I tell you not to speak, it must be 100% or our deal is off, that you cannot speak, because I think it's most likely that you're going to destroy yourself if you speak. You know what I'm saying? Because his
You
ego.
realize you took the most boring aspect of that.
But
whole
you know what?
story,
Chris
right?
Brown's ego has almost destroyed him to the point of living in a
Yeah,
trailer.
but did you see how quickly he backed down? And he was like,
He humbled
like,
him.
"You're right."
It's
Well,
like-
it's in his heritage. You know, he's from the Slappahos.
Oh.
That's what they do. Slapaho tribe.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go over.
I'm just saying.
But dynamite drop in, Steve.
Well, I'm a.
You know what? I was just trying to say how humble it's like. And you know what? It's like Mark Garagos probably got paid $1 million for that gig. I don't know what it was, but
Probably more than
he
that.
handled it very well. It's like he humbled Chris Brown. He actually made him like
Well,
laugh.
hey, here's the thing: is like in that arena, Mark Garagos is probably one of the smartest men.
He's like Muhammad Ali.
I won't say men. One of the smartest people in that arena, right? In that courtroom scenario,
Right.
he's like, no, you don't get to talk until I tell you get
Right.
to talk, right?
He was like Bernie Sanders and Muhammad Ali like combined. It's like, hey, it's like that. It's like we. Isn't that a great comparison?
It was nothing like Bernie Sanders and Muhammad Ali combined.
Well,
Absolutely nothing. There
you know
couldn't
what,
be
he humbled
anything
him.
more further from. I mean, you talk about being
I think
on
that
Mars, close to the
Garagos.
moon.
I think that Garagos both humbled him and fucking and slapped him down at the same time. Like it's like, hey, remember
Kind of
we've-
like Muhammad
we've had this
Ali
discussion.
and
We've had this discussion.
Yeah, you know when Muhammad Ali fought Sugar Ray Leonard.
You know who was in the crowd at that time? Bernie Sanders. He was sitting
beat
in the
Joe
front row.
Lewis's
Bernie
ass.
Sanders was sitting right next to Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders was 108 years old by that time.
You know they cousins.
Yeah.
Bernie and the
No,
Colonel.
that ain't true. There's no way that's true.
That's true. Look it up. Checked it. Fact check.
Fact check. Mindy, get on.
Get on it.
I don't really have anything else. It is 7 o'clock. We can go out on this.
Echo. Are Muhammad Ali and Colonel Sanders related?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Isn't that what you just asked?
Austin talks with Linda. It's nothing like what I just asked.
Dude, it's recorded live.
It
so
was
you can't
Colonel
lie
and
about it.
Bernie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Colonel Sanders and Bernie Sanders.
Alexa. Echo.
Is Muhammad Ali Sanders related to Colonel Sanders? I'm pretty sure they are.
And how does Sandals Jamaica fit into all that?
I don't know.
And how many fingers you got on my butt right now? I hope it's more than 4.
Drink. You
They
guys
have
know
literally
that,
said nothing to me
Right,
about it.
right,
Zero.
right.
It's never come up.
All right, we won't play that. Well, let's go ahead and end the podcast.
Peace
I think it's
out.
probably the best
R.I.P. Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie. That sucks, brother.
There comes a time when we need a certain call, when the world must call together as one.